are going to talk about video and audio in HTML. So working with video and audios in HTML. So how are you going to work with audios and video in HTML? That is what we are going to talk about in this lesson. Okay, so firstly, I want you to know that the native video and audio are supported in HTML5, which means you don't need Flash for it to work. You don't need an extension for it to work. Videos and audios would automatically work on your browser. Okay, so as long as you've included it inside your HTML, so it will automatically work on your browser. Okay, so that is that. So to create video and audio, you are going to use video or audio tag. Okay, so that is how to create video. It is that easy. You don't need much to create video and audio. You just need to create the tag. Okay, so lastly, video tag have a number of attributes to control the look and feel and various functionality. So the video tag, even the audio tag, they have a numbers of attributes that you can use to control the feel and functionality of the video or audio. Okay, so depending on the one you are working with. Okay, so that is that about that. So if you have the code file, I want you to move on to the next topic, which is adding video element. Okay, so let's quickly move to adding video element. Okay, so adding video element. If you want to add video element, you are going to use the video tag. So that is that. Okay, but I want you to know that the video HTML5 video is used to play video files. Okay, so assuming you want to play video files on your website, you are going to use HTML5 video. Okay, so how do you use the HTML5 video? You use it by adding the video tag. So this is the video tag. Okay, so you use video tag. These are the attributes for the video. Okay, which we are still going to discuss in this lesson. Okay, so this is the video tag. The main thing I want you to understand is we use the video tag and we use this source over here. So this source is going to point to the video we want to play. Okay, so in this situation, we are pointing to lesson 8 images.mp4. You can see it's a video file mp4. Okay, so that is what we are pointing to. Okay, so you can actually do it like this, or you can as well do it like this. Let me show you the second code. So you can see that this source is over here inside the attribute here. Okay, but you can as well create a source here over here. Okay, you can do it like this and you can as well do it like this. The difference is this one it has a source as an attribute, and this one has a source as an inner tag to the video tag. Okay, so it has a source as an attribute over here, and it has a source as a tag over here. Okay, so both work. They give the same output, but they are not different. They just give the same output. As you can see, I would show you the outputs now, but they are not. The only thing that is different between them is the way the code is being structured. Okay, so that is that about that. So let me quickly comment this out. So this won't be on our browser except this. This is the only one that will be on our browser, the first video tag. So let me save this and preview this on our browser. So by previewing this on our browser, you can see we have the video file. You can as well play the video file to be sure that it's a video file. You can see that. Okay, let me pause that. Okay, so you can quickly check the second one if the second one is working as well. So if I should save this and reload, you can see the second one is also working. I can play it and I can pause it. Okay, so that is that about video file, adding video elements to your HTML5. Okay, so that's how to add video elements to your HTML5. The next one I'm going to talk about, the next topic I'm going to talk about is working with video attributes. Okay, so working with video attributes. Let me show you that. Go to your code file, working with video attributes. Okay, to work with video attributes, you can see the list of attributes we have here. We have autoplay attributes, we have control attributes, height, loop, reload, poster, source, and width attributes. These are the attributes that the video tag can have. Okay, so this is the video tag over here. You can see it. This is the closing tag of the video tag, whereby this is the these are the attributes. Okay, this first one we are going to talk about is autoplay. You can see this autoplay here. Okay, this autoplay over here would autoplay your video immediately the browser loads out the page. It is going to autoplay your video. Okay, so let me show you that. But before showing you that, I want you to know that if your video is not muted, Chrome will not autoplay it. Chrome will only autoplay your video if it is muted. Okay, so that's the configuration on Chrome, though it does not have anything to do with the autoplay attribute. Okay, so the autoplay attribute is still working. That is what I mean. Okay, so it is still working, but on Chrome you have to mute it before it works. Okay, so let me show you what I'm talking about. So when I save this and preview in my browser, you can see that the video automatically play itself. I did not press anything. It automatically play itself and it is muted. Okay, so that is that about autoplay attributes. So the next one we are going to talk about is the control attribute. So if this attribute is present, it will allow the user to control video playback, including volume, seeking, and pause, resume playback. Okay, so this control attribute gives control to your video. It allows you to be able to control your video, okay, to play, pause, volume, and all that on your video. Okay, so let me show you how this works. This is the control attribute over here. As you can see, this is the control attribute over here. Okay, so without this control attribute, you won't have a control for your video, as we don't have here. You can see, because the control attribute is not over here, so we don't have control attribute on our autoplay, but we have control attribute on the control. So definitely we should be expecting control on our control video. So we should be expecting the video control on our control video. So let me show you what I'm talking about. Let's preview this. Okay, we already have it on our browser. Let's just refresh. Okay, so you can see the control on our video. We have control over here. You can see the control over here on our video. Can you see that? Okay, so the control attribute is there. Assuming we take off this control and save, you will see that you won't have any control over here anymore. Okay, there's no control over here. You can see there's no control. Okay, so let's bring back the control by saying controls. Okay, so by saving, you can see the control over here. Okay, so that is that about the control attribute. So let's move forward to the next one, which is the height. Okay, so as we might have seen in the image, in our image video, in our image lesson, you can see that you can control the height of the video. Okay, you can control the height of the image, I mean. So in this instance too, you can control the height of the video. Okay, so that is what we are going to do here. So this height, we want to make it, let's save this video first and refresh. You can see the height over here. The height over here from here to here is 250. So what we want to do is increase the height to 350. So by increasing this height to 350, you can see the attribute is working. Let's see. You can see the height has been increased. Let me show you. You can see it now that it is bigger than this. This is bigger than this. Okay, so that is that about height attribute. So let's leave it at 350. Okay, so the next one we are going to talk about is the loop attribute. So what does the loop attribute does? Or what is the function of the loop attribute? Okay, let me show you the code first. Okay, so as you can see, the loop attribute would loop the video after it has been played. Okay, so let me show you what I'm talking about. After this video, let me show you by refreshing. We have height here, and the next one should be loop. Okay, over here. So after this video has been played to the last to the last frame, it will loop, it will replay the video. Okay, so this is what I'm talking about. So when I click this video, let me fast, because we can't wait for 13 minutes, you know. So let me fast forward this to the end of the video. Let's pretend this video is at the end like this. Okay, so let's play it and see if it looks
Send
back.
your questions and subscribe for more lessons like this.
You can see it loops back. It starts again after it has played it loops back to the beginning of the video. So that is what I mean by looping. So this would loop back and the attribute is over here. You can see it here. So it will loop back your video and start again after it has been played. Okay, so that is the essence of loop for your loop attribute for your video. So whenever you want to loop your video, just use your loop attribute. So the next one I'm going to talk about is the preload attribute. So what does the preload attribute, what's the essence of the preload attribute? So the preload attribute here, let me look over here. Okay, the attribute specify the video will be loaded at page load and ready to run. Okay, so it specified that the video will be loaded at page load and ready to run. So let me show you what this means. Okay, so the preload is none. You can use it auto. You can use it at auto, or you can use it as, I think, none. Okay, so if the preload, let me show you what this means. Let me preview the browser and show you what it means. Okay, let me preview it in browser. Okay, so this is the preload. As you can see, it does not, it won't do anything here. Okay, it does not load anything here. That is what I mean. It does not have any file. You can see it is what's it called? It is blank. You can see it does not have any file. Unlike all these ones, you can see this one has this file Sambelo. Look at this. It has a file. It has a file white. How do I know it has a file? It starts from 0, and you can see it has this white background that starts the video. Okay, so that is what I'm saying. It preloads. This preload, because it is none, because the attribute for preload here is none. That is why it does not have any file to preload. Okay, so assuming we make it auto like this. Let's make it auto and save and refresh. You can see that it shows that the video is there now. Okay, so that's the essence of preload. If you don't want it to preload, then you can use none. If you want it to preload, then you can use auto. Okay, so that is how you use your preload. Okay, so the next one I'm going to talk about is the poster. Okay, so how does the poster work? Okay, assuming you have a video and you want another design for the poster, you don't want the video to, you want the video to show a poster, you want the video to show a design as the poster. So that is how you use your poster. So the poster uses poster attributes. Then inside of the poster attributes, you can make the value as the source or the path to the image you want to use as poster. So this is what I'm talking about. Let me show you. If you look at this now, we have a poster of let's see, cover image. Let's see, this is, I don't think this is working, so let me just check what is going on here. Let me check the images. Okay, so we don't have image cover, this image cover, we don't have it here. So let me quickly bring back the image cover, and so that we can continue the lesson. Let me show you let me copy the image cover and place it on inside of this image folder so that we can continue with the lesson. Okay, now as you can see, we have the image cover over here now. So this should work right now. Okay, so let me refresh this, and you can see the cover over here. So we can see the poster. So we have the image cover as the poster over here. So this poster attribute is going to link to an image you want to use as the poster of the video. Okay, so that is what the poster attribute does. Okay, so the next one we are going to talk about is the weight attribute. As you have known from the image video, so as you have known from the image video, the image from the image lesson, this weight is going to stretch the weight, or it's going to adjust the weight according to whatever weight you place inside of this weight attribute. So let's make this 800. Let's save this first and refresh so we can have the weight. We already did for the height, so let's have for the weight. Let's save this first. Let's have for the weight over here. Okay, so as you can see this weight now, we want to increase the weight to 800, and let's see if the weight is working for if the weight attribute is working for the weight. So by saving this now, you can refresh. You can see that the weight is working. Let me play this so that you can see. So it is as wide as this place now. You can see. So that about the weight attribute. Okay. So let's quickly move on to the next one.
Guys. In this lesson, we are going to talk about images.
Okay, so let's quickly move on to the next one, which is adding audio elements. We've discussed about the video element and the video attribute. Okay, so this time around we are going to move to the audio elements, which is adding audio elements. Okay, so how are you going to add audio element? You add audio elements with the audio tag. Okay, you add audio elements with the audio tag, then the source to the audio tag. You can see over here that the source to the audio tag is audio introduction to html.ogg. Okay, so this, let me show you what this looks like in my browser. Okay, you can see we have two audio files. The first one is adding audio using the source attribute and adding audio using the source tag. Okay, so both is actually working.
Introduction to HTML.
Okay, that is that.
Introduction to HTML.
And for the second one, it's also working. So what am I trying to say here? You can add audio using the source attribute and you can add audio using the source tag. You can see it over here, the source tag. Okay, so what this means is if the source audio is not working, if this source to the OGG audio is not working, then it would use the source to MP3 audio, just like that. So what this means is if this source is not working, this source should work, or this source should work. So if both sources are not working, then you would have this message on your browser. Okay, your browser does not support the audio element normally appear when you are using lower version of browser to play an audio HTML5 audio file. Okay, so that is that about that. So let's quickly move on to the working with audio attributes. Okay, so working with audio attributes. So there are various audio attributes that we can use, as we've discussed on our video attributes. There are various audio attributes that you can use. Okay, so I would show you that on my browser now, and you would see them. Okay, so just like the previous lesson on video attributes, the audio attributes works pretty much alike. Okay, so for the controls, you can see audio controls. Without this control, your audio will not have control. So let me show you what I mean by that. Okay, so let's take this control, let's take it off. Okay, by taking this off, you can see that your audio does not have any control. Okay, so let's bring it back because we actually need it. Okay, so that's the control attribute. So by having controls, you can play, you can pause, you can mute, you can increase and decrease your volume. Okay, so that is the essence of using control. Okay, so the next one we are going to talk about is the loop. Okay, so this loop audio, you can actually, when you click on the loop, when you click on the play, when it gets to the end, it will start again from the beginning automatically. Okay, so that's what the loop does. Okay, so let me play this.
Introduction to HTML. Introduction to HTML. Introduction to HTML.
Okay, you can see.
To HTML. Introduction to HTML.
Okay, you can see that the loop is actually working. Okay, so that is how you use the loop in HTML audio. Okay, so the next one we are going to talk about is the preload. Okay, so the preload auto. So if you want a preload, you are going to make it an auto, make the value of the attribute auto. If you don't want preload, you make it none, like this. Okay, so when you have none as the preload, you would see that this does not have any preload. Okay, so that is the essence of preload for your HT, and this is the essence of the audio attribute. You can see I've been able to cover some attributes that you would that can be useful for you, and this is the essence of covering the audio attributes. You can see that. Okay, so the next one we are going to talk about is embed YouTube video. So how do you embed YouTube video? Okay, so I know most of you must have been wondering, how am I going to embed YouTube video? So embedding YouTube video is actually easy. Okay, so how do you embed YouTube video? You embed YouTube video by using an iframe. Okay, we've discussed about iframe in this lesson. We've discussed about iframe in previous lesson. If you want to see that, you can check the playlist of this video and go to iframe. Okay, so I think the iframe is in lesson 10. Okay, so you can check lesson 10 for the iframe. Okay, so that is that. So let me show you how to embed YouTube using an iframe. To embed YouTube using an iframe, you are going to use iframe tag. So inside of the iframe tag, you are going to use the source as the YouTube video. Okay, so the source is www.youtube.com. Then you use the embed like this. Then you use your video ID. Okay, so that is what you will use over there. So if you are to check this out now, let me comment this one out. Comment this one out for now, and comment this one out for now. Okay, so if you are to check this now, you would see that I think I have to comment this one like this. I have to comment this like this. Okay, so let me preview this on our browser first. Okay, you can see the iframe over here. I might decide to just make this iframe 600 250. Okay. Okay, so I might decide to make this iframe like 600 350, just like this. Okay, I think this is okay. 600 300. Okay, I think 600 350 is okay. So that is that for the width and height of an iframe. Okay, so when you use when you want to embed YouTube using an iframe, what you just need to do is make the source to the YouTube video part you want to embed to the iframe. So what I'm trying to say is that you will use www.youtube.com/embed, then the ID for the iframe you want to embed. So this is the ID for the iframe you want to embed. Okay, so this is the ID for the video you want to embed. Sorry about that, please. So this is the ID for the video you want to embed inside of the iframe. Okay, so let's move on to the next one, which is if you want to autoplay your YouTube video. Okay, so you can see to autoplay it, you are going to use autoplay. After you've embedded the link, you are going to use autoplay equals 1 and mute equals 1. So this is what I'm trying to say here. You can see. Let me make this 600 by 350 so that we won't have issue moving it around. 600 by 350. Okay. Okay, so this is loading. As you can see, it has been auto played. Okay, so automatically my YouTube video is playing right now. The YouTube video we embedded is playing right now. Okay, so that is that about autoplay in YouTube. All I just needed to do is do autoplay equals 1 and mute equals 1. Okay, so the same thing goes for the loop. So if you want loop, you are going to loop equals 1, just like that. Okay, so that is that about loop. If you want loop, let me change this to 600 by 350. Okay, and if you want controls for your video, you are going to do control equals 1. Okay, you are going to do control equals 1. Okay, so I think that is that about. Let me preview this so that you can see. Okay, so these are all the videos. So let me make this 600 by 350. Okay, let me refresh this. Okay, you can see that everything is working fine. Okay, so the to embed YouTube video on your HTML, you are going to use iframe. Okay, so these are what you would use to embed YouTube video on your HTML5. Okay, so that is that. If you don't want control, all you just need to do is control equals 0 over here. You can see. Okay, so that is that about video and audio in HTML5. I hope you enjoy this. Thanks for watching this video. Send your questions and subscribe for more lessons like this.